What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again with another crypto video. Now, in today's crypto news, we're going to be discussing what's going on with vibes. If you guys have been feeling the vibe lately, and then we're also going to be talking about, the crazy stuff going on over there in Russia. And then we have, some good news from Bitflyer. But first and foremost, everybody, Vibe is now officially open on HitBTC, the fourth largest cryptocurrency exchange on the network. So guys, I've been talking about it for a minute now. You know, it finally hit BTC. Volume's off to like a slow pickup a little bit, but that's because it hasn't really been publicized like that. That vibe, has been introduced to this exchange. And the craziest thing about it is Vibe is so low key. Like, people are so sleep on Vibe. I just have my mic way close to my face. I have to move it back. But yeah, Vibe is so slept on, everybody. Vibe is a really slept on crypto. And the fact is, I honestly see when these bloodbaths are over with, 2 years on the line, all these crypto currency alternatives, all these other altcoins are turning into dust. Vibe is gonna be filled with lifeblood, just pumping iron, looking swole over there. That's how I honestly feel about Vibe Hub. A lot of people are sleeping on this thing, especially with their project and platform. Everybody check Vibe out. Like, I kid you not, check this thing out, man. Like, these guys put in work. I love the responsiveness of the team. I love the manner in which everything is answered, and I love the practicality of their project. You can actually use it. It's a platform you can actually experience right now. Literally, it's as simple as going to the website, clicking on stuff, and getting into the action. Same thing with ONG, everybody. You guys can come over here and add me on ONG, if you guys want to. It's Rakati Dashar, same as on my Twitter. If you guys don't know, that's my name on ONG, and you guys can follow me on Twitter as well. But yeah, guys, Vibe popping. Vibe is lit. That's all I have to say. Like, a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, when Vibe is just dropping news after news after news after news, and this thing is just getting crazy promotion just because of how innovative the project is. Don't be surprised when when you see your boy out here flexing, in the McLaren. Nah, I'm playing, but nah, like, for real though. Don't be surprised, everybody, because I've been telling you to check this thing out. This thing is so undervalued. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's not even from, I wouldn't say from a lack of marketing. It is just a lack of just exposure overall. Vibe, with due time, it's going to get the big exposure that it deserves. And people, if you were on the inside, you would know this. You would know this. A lot of people don't know this. Also, Vibe actually dropped some really critical news today. For those of you who don't know about it, they haven't really talked about it yet. But guys, go to vibehub.io, VibeHub VR on their Twitter page. Check it out, read it, get in the Slack, look at what the big news is. I don't want to say it myself, but just know it's a big partnership. They just did a big partnership with a real world company that has seen revenue in, like, I'm not going to say crazy like trillions, but it's had $1 billion in revenue over the last 2 to 3 years. It's awesome, guys. I'm telling you, man, Vibe is on the come up and people are asleep. Like, don't be surprised if you wake up with cold water in your face and you wondering what the heck is going on, and you getting beat on by the lawman. Like, lawman, your landlord, everybody beating you up. Your water bill beating you up, everybody beating you up. But Vibe over there on the internet just chilling, just looking at you like, poor fool. We was telling him about us. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So in other news, Bitflyer, Japan's largest Bitcoin exchange. Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, give me a moment, everybody. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. This, give me a moment. 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 Please give me a moment. One more. One more. Just like 2 more seconds, please. 3, 2, 1. So what was I saying? Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, Bitflyer, Japan's largest exchange, is launching a Visa-powered prepaid Bitcoin card. Visa powered. It's like Japan is just like salvation for people into cryptos. Like I don't know what it is. Like they're just like the big, like Japan accounts for more than 50% of Bitcoin transactions, and just like, how can I put this? Beyond this transactions, just Bitcoin transactions, Bitcoin movements, just Bitcoin progressiveness. You know, it's just all of that. All of it is Japan. And I'm not surprised. Japan, like my little sister went to Japan last year. Japan, you know, they're crazy innovative over there. They're crazy progressive. They're all about the quality of life for their citizens. They're all about what would make our citizens happy, what would make the people happy. That's what I love about the Japanese government. Like if you guys even went to visit in Japan, you guys would want to live out there. I guarantee you that. I haven't been there myself, but the way my sister talked about it, the way my business partner talked about it, man, the toilets will change your life. Well, it's not just the toilets, but yeah, overall, yeah, Japan's just a great place. But yeah, as you guys can see, according to the cards, will facilitate the spending of crypto at more than 40 million merchants in more than 200 countries and regions. However, purchases won't actually be made using Bitcoin. They will be made with Japanese yen. The card facilitates the instant exchange of Bitcoin for government-backed currency. Exactly. They have that on Coinbase. A shift card, if you guys weren't aware of it. Application for the card opened with their initial announcement on Friday and will end on October 22nd with only 1,000 cards up for grabs. There will be a draw to determine the eventual recipients. That's crazy. So only 1,000 cards are being made. That's crazy news. For those of you who are watching my vlogs about my crypto journey and just what's going on in the crypto world, this is big news if you're from Japan. So, you know, keep an eye out. I'm pretty sure like they probably are already, I wouldn't say filled up, but maybe it's like a lucky lottery type thing. I'm not too sure how they plan on, you know, filtering that out and seeing who gets what. But, you know, only time will tell. I guarantee you, I feel like this is just kind of a precursor to times to come. There are quite harsh limits on just how much a customer can use the Bitflyer prepaid debit cards. They cannot load with more than 250 at a time, and the monthly limit is just shy of 1,000. If that wasn't enough, the maximum lifetime limit of the cards are around 7,500, and the balance of which cannot exceed $754 at any one time. Each card will expire after only 5 years. Such limits, the scheme may be a testing ground for later event. Like I just said, I didn't even read that part yet. Like I just said, it's a precursor for things to come. Everybody, keep an eye on that. In other news, Russia, the biggest Bitcoin FUD spreader of a century, only second to Mrs. Demon, has officially, well, I wouldn't say officially, but Putin actually came out and made a statement saying how risky cryptocurrencies can be and how much of a threat it can pose to the financial well-being of their citizens. Now, I understand Mr. Putin's logic. I've seen Putin, you know, I've seen him talk, converse. He seems like a man who actually genuinely cares about, you know, what's going on in his country. So I can understand his whole mentality about it, his whole hardcore mentality about it. But in my personal opinion, everybody, oh yeah, by the way, you guys can come over here on my Twitter, and you guys can find all the links to these articles over here. Little pinned tweet. But yeah, I honestly feel that all this stuff going on is, like I said, just like with the Japan thing, it's just a precursor to what may be coming in the future. Like, Russia is obviously saying this now, but there was a point in time where Russia was saying this before. Then they switched up again. They flipped the script. They were like, we're about to release regulations for cryptos. Now they're saying, now Putin's coming out saying this. Guys, it's all a game at the end of the day. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's scripted, but I guarantee you it is an inevitable truth that they will have to face. Cryptocurrencies are not going anywhere. The biggest threat to cryptocurrencies I honestly could see would be them just shutting down all exchanges where people can have access to cryptocurrencies and buy them. But man, there are so many ways on the internet to, to work around what's going on with an independent countries, like restrictions and regulations, that it doesn't even make any sense. People are going to do it regardless. If they want it bad enough, they will find a way to do it. So it doesn't make any sense. Instead of people looking at it, okay, they waste so much time trying to scrutinize something, trying to crucify it, instead of putting more effort into how they can, actually make this space better. They think too much on what can't be. That's why a lot of people are so stagnant in life. They always focus on the negative aspects of life. They never focus on what's positive about it and how they can make it even better. People are just so stuck on negatives that they don't know how to turn them into positives. Negatives and positives attract. Like, they go hand in hand. They're going to come together. You guys, you can't have, two negatives are going to, repel. Two positives are going to repel. It doesn't work like that. With positives comes negatives, and with negatives come positives. It's just a matter of, once you have both of these things in your hand, it's a matter of, how can I make these positives, bigger? How can I really improve upon the positives in this note? Basically, making the positives far more relevant than the minuscule negatives that the whatever we're talking about, the subject matter is, whatever it is. So it's crazy, but hey, what can you say? This has been going on for years now, scrutinizing it. It's only really just getting big because of ICOs popping up everywhere, people becoming rich out of nowhere, people getting scammed like crazy. It's crazy right now in the crypto world, and people don't quite know how to react to it. The governments, they don't even know the first thing about what a Bitcoin is, let alone how to regulate it first and foremost. So they got to figure that stuff out first, and then they have to then figure out the type of financial instruments they can use, or whatever regulations or guidelines or stipulations they have to set up, so that the space is a lot safer for the average everyday investor, so that they don't get sucked into doing so. I feel like it's all going to happen regardless with time. Like, it's just a waiting game with me. If you're in this space, you already bought your golden ticket, to financial freedom. That's my personal opinion. Anything you do is just extra. In my personal opinion, guys, I would not bank on, how can I put this? Bank on cryptocurrencies as your main investment. It is awesome, guys, but what they say is, once you make an investment, move on to something else. Monitor your investment. I'm not saying that. Monitor your investment and make sure, be aware of what's going on in the space. But once you've bought your ticket, guys, you guys don't need to worry about the flight. I mean, unless the plane clearly has like it's messed up wings, like it's missing a wing, one of the engines is out, like something crazy like that. Just enjoy the flight. Just enjoy the ride, everybody. You bought your ticket. Move on. Study other things. Study real estate. Study how can I make more passive income. There's so many ways, everybody. Like, that's YouTube is another way I've been doing this. Like, I started off with a really small channel, and I'm not like the biggest YouTuber out there on cryptos, but it's cool. I'm making progress, and I started to accrue, income from this, and it's cool. I mean, I invested some money into promotion, but you're gonna get back what you put in and more. I'm at a point where I don't even really promote my videos anymore. I rarely do that. If anything, I'll be promoting my girl's YouTube channel way more than I do. I just post videos, maybe post them in a couple forums or communities or groups, and that's about it. And it just goes from there. I'm just doing my thing, guys. It's all going to build up. You guys have to pursue what you love. If you guys don't pursue what you love, you guys are going to end up in a really unhappy place years from now. And it's going to be extremely heartbreaking when you realize that if you had pursued what you love as opposed to what you thought you loved, or thought that you might have needed to actually survive, it's going to be like, dang, where did all that time go? Where would I be if I actually pursued my passion, or what's going, what I really would have liked to have done? People just give up on it, and it's sad. But oh yeah, in other news, I got the job. I am officially working night shift at UPS. Awesome news, for me, because it's even more income. Warren Buffett says you have to have several sources of income, in order to really be, financially independent. And to be honest with you, it's a job, so it's not technically financial independence, but it's a stepping stone on the way to true financial independence. I got healthcare coming in, like health insurance, because I do write health insurance for people, so I got that passive income coming in monthly. It's not a lot, it's nothing crazy, but it's decent. I got this now. It's a good job. It's a night shift. So I have my day to myself. And then I do financial education. I do YouTube. I mess with cryptos. I recently just got my car back up, my new car actually, and I'm about to clear some stuff up, some stuff up, and then I'm gonna make my way into Uber, Lyft, whatever it may be. All money's good money, especially when it's leading you on the path towards happiness. I feel truly happy. I'm not the richest person in the world. Shit, I'm not even rich, but I'm not wealthy. I'm basically, I'm a little bit less than average, like, but it's cool because my aspirations, what I want to do in life is far more than average. And I'm never giving up on this flame inside of me that's telling me to chase after what you want to do and what you love. Because once you let that thing go, you let that flame die, it's going to kill you years later on when you finally light it back up and you realize how just how much you burned, how much the candle is already burned away. You burned away so much life force. Like, you have to compare your life force to like a candle, and you've been burning it for the wrong reasons, and you're just gonna be so sad when you just look at your candle and it's just kind of like a third of what it was years ago. And you're just like, dang, I only got this much of my candle left to pursue my happiness. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, guys, I kind of just went off on a ramble, like a little tangent there. But yeah, that's the news for today. Stay tuned. Vibe Hub with big news. Check out their Twitter or check out the Slack. Awesome collaboration that they have going on. Guys, don't sleep on it. This is your boy CG. Peace. I'm out.